If you've seen our main channel, you'll have known that my son-in-law recently absolutely ruined my Audi A4. He's only gone and done it again. Me and my son-in-law had an agreement. I was delivering a car down to him and I was going to buy his Toyota Aygo off him, which he bought as a trade-in from BMW when he worked there. Now, obviously we love the little Toyota Aygos, the Citroen C1s, they always sell dead well. He wanted to get rid of it. He'd already paid a bit too much for it, so I'd agreed to buy it for £2,600, I think it was, which left very little profit in it. There wasn't a lot left in it, but it would help them out and get them some money back in their pocket. So we were going to do that. It turns out the car he was supposed to be taking home when he came up to visit, I couldn't get it MOT'd because the MOT station wasn't up and running. So we ended up having to let him take the Aygo back home again, to which I got a phone call the next day saying, Stephen, I don't know what we're going to do about the Aygo, but I've just smashed it. So basically, he was driving home from work and there was a tractor. He decided to try and overtake it, but he never checked his blind spot and somebody was already trying to overtake him, so he pulled it into them and managed to clip the side of them. Luckily nobody was hurt, there was no major damage, and the little Aygo only ended up with a bit of a scuff in the bumper, a bit of a scuff in the wheel and a bent wing. I'll insert a picture now so you can have a wee look at the damage. It wasn't too bad at all, but this is where the plan actually came into our favour, I think, and it's actually worked out the best for everybody. So it was at that point we decided to phone the insurance company, and he had a wee chat with them. They agreed to actually pay him out more than what I was going to give him, so I think he actually got £2,800 for the car. To which I then phoned them and said, get back on the phone to your insurance company, they've only put it down as a Cat N, ask them how much it will be to buy it back. So he jumps back on the phone, phones them up, and it turns out they want £777 to buy the car back. So that's what we did. So he's had his payout. I've now, instead of getting the car for £2,600, we've bought the car for £777, which has worked out great for everybody. And all we have to do is fix a wing. So again, I jumped into Burnham's and we got a wing. Now this isn't the colour the wing came in, the wing was actually dark grey. And what we've done, as if you've watched my videos before, what I like to do is get all the edges done in colour and do whatever I can just to give me a good paint surface to paint onto. So now when you open the door jambs, they're orange inside. They're not the perfect orange, but they're close enough for door jambs. What we can do now is just scuff up the outside of this, back tape all the door. We're going to blend onto the bumper to get rid of this damage here. The bumper's obviously savable, it's all attached in its clips, it's all good. The headlight bracket wasn't broken, it was fine. So it was a very, very light hit. There's a wee scuff on the wheel, so we're going to do a wheel refurb on it as well. So that's what Charlie's going to do in this video now. We're just going to get to doing some sanding. We're going to sand this down. We're also going to blend the front bumper. There's a couple of wee bits of lacquer peel, like here and there. We've got a wee bit in the door handle there as well. On the back bumper, there's a fair bit of lacquer peel down here. So we'll deal with that, we'll get that sorted as well. Coming from this side, the wee car's okay. There's a couple of wee scratches here that will show you how to deal with. And yeah, somebody's been at it with a machine polisher and they've actually got compound all over the trims, and that's an absolute nightmare to try and get off. So we'll use some do you think the Infinity Wax plastic coat will be able to get that sorted? I think it'll be alright. Maybe if we get a bit of all-purpose cleaner first and then some plastic coat, that'll be fine. So yeah, let's get into sanding. We'll put on a quick time lapse because you don't want to be watching sanding for hours and hours and hours. We'll get it done super quick and then we'll get, hopefully, a couple of coats of base coat on this to do. Right guys, update on the Aygo. It's no longer in the workshop, we've already moved it next door. So let's go next door and see how Charlie's getting on. So before we go through and see what Charlie's up to, I need to pass the airline through to him because we're still only using the one airline. So I need to get myself a Y-piece and a floating airline for the compressor. Just ignore the racket, it's still building a fire. Down here, I've got a wee secret tunnel. It's not only Colin First that's got a tunnel, I've got a wee airline tunnel just here. So I can join my airline through to next door. Let's grab a bit of blue roll, grab my coffee. We'll go and see what Charlie's up to.
Hopefully he's just paddle wiping now.
Ah, there you go. So we did save you the boredom of all the sanding because who wants to watch a whole video of people sanding, didn't? It's just so boring. So front's already prepped. So basically in the rougher areas we used a bit of 240, knocked in the worst 8, then onto a bit of 400, and then we've pretty much went over the whole thing with the little 800 sponge pads that I like to use, and we get it all down to this matte finish. So this side of the front bumper isn't going to be painted, this is going to be re-lacquered. So what we'll do is we'll blow the base coat over where all the lacquer peel was and where all the damage was, get it all nice in colour, blend onto the wing, get the wing the right colour, and then we'll lacquer the whole front. Same with this door handle, there was a wee bit of lacquer peel on that, so we'll do that. Wing mirror cap, same again, got rid of the lacquer peel. And then the back bumper, just it needed a real good tidy up, so had some spider crack in there, which we've taken care of, rubbed it back, bit of filler primer. It was all lacquer peel along here, that's all done. And same again, we probably won't paint all the way around because this is the original colour. This will just get re-lacquered and then it'll be a perfect match onto the quarter panel. But yeah, this is good to go. So we're going to leave it to Charlie to paint because he's had a bit of practice. I'm not going to do anything to this at all. I'm just going to let Charlie carry on, mix up the base coat, lay it down. I've sort of talked him through what he needs to do. And yeah, hopefully in the next couple of hours, this will all be painted and looking good. Right, here we go. First coat's about to go down. Just nice and lightly. So for the first coat, we'll just go nice and lightly on the patchy bits. Because obviously we want to keep as much of the original colour as we possibly can.
You still put the wing mirror in a very good place, don't you?
The wing mirror's perfect. It's perfect height for me.
I need to put that gun upside down.
Nah, it's okay. It's fine. Again, the wing's going to need a full coat. And then patchy bits need done on the bumper. So we'll let Charlie get the first coats done and then we'll come back and see how he's getting on because I can't be hanging about in here without a mask. So we'll be back in a minute. Check it out guys, we've got all the base coating done. Everything's covered up nicely. It actually looks really good. Hopefully no too orange. It looks a wee bit darker, but hopefully it's just the lighting. We haven't got the best lighting in here. Hopefully one day we'll build ourselves a proper paint booth next door. Got the mirror cap done, door handle, and of course the back bumper's all been done as well. That's actually looking alright with a bit of light coming through from outside, so hopefully we're all good. And it's time for clear coat, so we had a wee bit of an issue with the gun there. It wasn't, the fan pattern wasn't behaving itself, so I've stripped it, cleaned it, hopefully it's okay now. We're loaded up with clear coat. I'm not going to film the clear coat process because clear coat gets everywhere, doesn't it Charlie?
Oh.
And it makes a mess and it sticks to everything, so I'm going to do the back bumper just to show Charlie quickly the best way to do it if this gun's playing up, and then Charlie will get left alone to do the rest of it. So here goes. Right, let's get a look at this Aygo. Have a look at Charlie's first paint job. So far, wing mirror cap looks good. Door handle looks good. This has all had a couple of days to dry, so back bumper's looking decent. Round the front bumper's looking decent as well. Wing looks good.
Skip the runs.
I've not skipped the runs, I'm coming to them. There's a couple of wee fish eyes in it, just where some water came out. I don't know why. There's a couple of wee fish eyes here, they're going to come out though. But there's just one patch out here, looks a little bit flatter than the rest of it, but I don't know why, it's a bit weird. That'll probably polish up though, it's just died back a wee bit. And like Charlie said, there's a couple of runs here, but to be fair, it probably really wasn't Charlie's fault, because as you can see, we had a big blast of water come through the gun and it seems to have fish-eyed all this bit, and I think Charlie's tried to just cover it up a wee touch or maybe fill the fish eyes, and it's just caused a wee run. But other than that, for his first ever paint job, this has came out pretty good. So a wee bit of wet sanding and buffing, but I'm sure it'll be fine. The most important bit's still to come though, the colour match. What do you think? What do you think the colour match is going to be like?
Oh, it looks awfully bright here.
We're no in natural light either, so it's not a 3-stage colour or anything. It's nothing fancy. That bonnet's actually a wee bit flat as well, to be honest.
Yep.
That's been painted before, so we're probably going to have to machine polish that up a bit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah,
Good.
it's no bad. I think yours is obviously shinier, but I think if we can machine polish this flat bonnet up a wee bit, that'll be fine. This is where you'll tell, because this, yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Well, that looks good.
That's okay. 100%. I'll take that any day. Good. So it's a wee bit hazy on camera because the lighting's not the best in here. I need to get the door open.
The lighting sucks.
But you can see for here how flat that bonnet is. That needs a real good polish to see if we can get some shine back on it. And then if we can get this to shine up, that'll match much better. But yeah, happy with that. Let's get it outside and get it unwrapped. Right guys, a little Toyota Aygo is finally complete. All the paintwork's done. Charlie done a phenomenal job for his first time painting. The back bumper, obviously I done a bit of that, showed him how to do it, but he done all the paintwork. He blended the colour. I only done the lacquer just to show him how to do it. And it looks perfect, absolutely perfect. Coming round the front, in here the lighting's not the best in here at the moment, but the front wing is absolutely spot on. The front bumper's spot on as well. We managed to machine polish this bonnet a little bit and got a bit of shine back on it. We took care of that wee flat spot in the bumper, it's all good. And where the water came through the airline, that's my fault for not setting up the water trap properly. There was a whole load of fish eyes here. So we flattened them out, we flattened Charlie's run out, we polished it back up, and it's looking spot on. I think the only thing we need to do to this now is a wheel refurb. But again, you guys have seen wheel refurbs a million times, so I'm not going to do a dedicated video on a wheel refurb, and I'm not going to carry this video on any further to show you a wheel refurb. So this car's ready to go up for sale. I think it's on about 65,000 miles, full Toyota service history, bodywork, paintwork's all done, mechanically it's perfect, it's MOT'd, it's ready to go. I'll probably stick it on Marketplace, Gumtree, the usual places. I might put this one on Auto Trader because it is a good little car. But yeah, I've run about in it for a few days as well and it's absolutely perfect. So Another one done. We're slowly getting through this sale stock. We've got a few ready to go now. That's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I think we've got complete and ready to go up for sale. So time to get this website updated and time to say goodbye to you guys. So thanks again for watching. Again, if you like this type of content and you want to see us grow this business and fix up and flip some more cars, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you share it with your friends, make sure you hit the subscribe button and make sure your notification bell's on so you don't miss any content, because we've got loads coming. The yard is full of stuff to get sorted, loads of content, loads of tips and tricks, loads of entertainment. So stay tuned, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.